Hi everyone, it's Taff. Welcome to Professional Farmer Platinum Edition. So finally the DLC has landed, and I don't know what my reaction is. It has literally taken me about 6 hours fiddling around to get it work. Now, it's not the game's fault. It was an issue with my antivirus being a little bit overprotective, even though I had it set into quiet gaming mode. But anyway, we're back. We're here. The hell? Something went straight past my eyes. And we have started on the USA map. Yes, we got a barbecue here on the patio. Look at this. Which is nice. So, yeah, we're in the USA. Let's have a quick look at the map. And as you can see, some of the interfaces have been tweaked slightly. So this is the map. And this is where our farm is here. And we've got these 4 fields. So that's quite a good start. We're starting with 20,000 euros in America, which seems a little bit odd. You'd have thought they'd at least done that simple change to US dollars, but ignoring that, or they could just got rid of the EUR altogether and just had cash 20,000, because then you could make up whatever currency you wanted to. But hey ho, let's not worry about that. So this is the map, and as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 3 agricultural stores, which is quite interesting. I'm not sure why there's so many different agricultural stores, but let's have a look at this one. So this is the one where you can buy your seeds from. Usual crop. Until we get down to here, we can now buy grass, potatoes, and sugar beets, which are the 3 new crops that have been added. In the miscellany, we have obviously fertilizer price, pesticide price, cows, ducks, hens, no change there. Weather station, no change there. Hay stored and bird food stored, so they're new. Again, all in euros. So we're shipping it in from from Europe, which is a bit weird. Let's go back to the main menu, or the M key, which is basically an enlargement of our info screen. We have 1 bank still. We have a number of petrol stations. What are these? Are these mills? I think these are the mills where we can sell. So we've got 2 mills to sell stuff, and we've got 3 bale areas to sell, and we've got 2 truck or vehicle stores to buy bits of equipment, buy and sell equipment. I was just going to see if there's any difference between the stores. There's no difference at all whatsoever by the looks of it. One word of caution. I did load up my original game, which is set in the French map. It's actually been named now. You can choose to start a game in France or in the USA. So that was France, and it resets it. So if you've got a save game, don't expect to be able to use that if you download the new content. It just starts you all over again. There's probably a reason why, behind the scenes coding and that kind of thing. So if we have a look around the farm, we've got sugar beet and potatoes storage. Gone the wrong way around the barn. So there we go. And here we go. Where's that menu? There we go. Enter the silo. Sorry. So we've got no capacity whatsoever. But this is where we'll store our sugar beet and potatoes, which is great. Obviously, there's our lovely blue house. We have the standard set of equipment, i.e. the tipper trailer, the Lindner tractor. We've got a round baler, a pellet fertilizer, the standard plough, the standard Amazon seeder, and the standard cultivator. Over here is where our silos will be for all our grains. Same setup. We have to buy and expand them, which I quite like. I like that setup. Now over here we have a grass bin, obviously where we can store our grass when we cut it, which is great. And we have our poop collector. Look at that. Ooh. That must stink. This obviously will collect our liquid fertilizer from our non-existent cows when we get cows, which is great. And here we have just another area. Oh, we have a cow. We have 1 cow, and there's obviously our milk storage there, which is great. All automated as well as per the previous game. Fuel station and seed store, and we got some milk cans, which is great. So this is the farm. Oh, and a popping tree, which is quite good. I'm a little bit disappointed with the performance of the engine. I'd have thought they would have improved it, but I'm running a 3 gig GTX 780 Ti overclocked, and it's, well, that doesn't look too bad, but that in there. But when you get in the tractor, you can see frame tearing, screen tearing, whatever you like to call it. So it's not. I'm not totally impressed that they haven't done enough to enhance the engine whatsoever. It's still a bit of a chugger, as it were. Anyway, so this is the new farm. Let's have a look at the fields. We've obviously got these. We've got soil. So look, if you look at the I've got to hover over. So we've got current field info. We own it. Field area is 1.8 hectares. Soil class B. So the soil is not in the best condition. Now if we go to the little one, that is soil B. Soil C, that's even a worse state. And that one's in soil C state as well. So we have to manage the soil conditioning as well now to get better yields. Vehicles is fine. We've only got the one track at the moment. Workers, same mechanic. Same mechanics for next round, next day, call for assistance, that kind of thing. Animals, new tab, animals, resources. You should sell your grown animals so they don't die of age. Selling animals is profitable. They cost more than younger ones. You cannot sell animals aged less than a year. So yes, so you can sell the oldest animals, the cows, ducks and hens. So we also have this tab where it tells us we got one cow, and it's age band, so they're less than 1 year, so they're fine. We're not going to worry about them 2 years. I'm not sure how old chickens and ducks go. I might have to Google that. But we got stored hay, bird food stored, and manure stored. So we've got 1,000 kilos of manure, which is great, and we've got 100 kilos of bird food and 1,000 kilos of hay. So that's all good. So they have added the mechanic to do some animal work, but it's not as good, as detailed as I was hoping for. If you go bring up the HUD, it's the standard old HUD. They've tweaked the PDA a little bit and the speedo, but it's nothing much has changed. They still haven't improved the brakes on these tractors. Oh wow, he stopped. I thought the screen had frozen then, but he stopped. Let's have a quick drive down to the store to see what we can buy and sell in the way of equipment and tractors, and we'll see how it goes. So I don't think there's been any engine work and graphic work done since the last game. There may have been some minor stuff, but it doesn't feel any great improvement has been made. It's the same old. Oh, but we do have a beacon, I've noticed. No idea we turned that beacon on. That's the lights. No, I'll have to look in the. I'm just hitting keys at random. Can't find him. This is the agricultural store. As you can see, it stutters when it micro stutters when it loads in new bits of machinery, which is quite nice. Look, we got some load issues going on with those hills over there. Got a nice stereotypical American farm, and here we go, the AGR core for machines. So we have a look in the. We've got people walking around. That's new. But let's have a look in the store. First thing you'll notice, they've broken everything up into categories, which is much better, and I'm glad they've done that. So tractor-wise, you can have various tractors, which get the brake horsepower, fuel tank capacity, and the gearbox style. So we've got some front loaders there. That's the front loader we had last time. And there's the tractor we had last time, the tractor Lindner. We seem to have had an upgrade, I think, since the last time. And you get that old John Deere if you want it. So tractors-wise, I don't think there may be one or two new ones, but nothing vast. There's a reasonable selection. Planters and seeders. This does seem to have been worked on. We seem to have loads of, obviously, Amazon planters, and we got some horse there as well, and some Grinch potatoes and sugar beets. So yeah, we've got plenty of those, haven't we? More than we could ever possibly use, which is great. And look, cedar for Amazon, and that looks like a corn seeder, which seems reasonably cheap. So combine wise, we've got one with all its. So we've got, what's that? The Combine Massive A25 with all various corn cutters and wheat cutters, and then we've got the A75 Massive. We've got the Defier 180, which is the one we had last time. Still hasn't got a corn section, which is fine. We've got the Defier 281 and the Charles Appaloosa with their various attachments. And we have a Combine Friend Cutter Pro, which is a corn cutter, which appears to be similar to the Krone X1000. Yeah, and that's how much is that? I can't see a price for that. Am I blind? More than oh no, there is the price. Oh, unavailable. For some reason it's unavailable at the moment. I'm not sure why. Fertilizers and sprayers, a lot more obviously, because we only had the pellet fertilizer last time, but now we've got muck spreaders and silage. Slurry spreaders. So yeah, there's been an improvement there, which is fine. Trailer wise, I don't think there's a great change. Oh, hang on, we got maybe some more balers. Oh, look at this bale trailer. Yes, okay. So and a silage picker upper. So yeah, okay. There's been a few more trailers. Potatoes and beets, obviously completely new. Little select on it. There we go. Beet harvester, the Grinch Roots 6400. We've got the beets harvester Grinch Maxidon 260. That's over half a mil. Potatoes harvester Grinch GM 306. Potato harvester Grinch RB 1500. And the Grinch Terraton. No, not sure. Terraton. Yeah. Potato harvester for $500,000 as well. Wow. Groundworks, we got the usual selection of ploughs and cultivators. Oh, got some nice big ones as well, which should be nice. Nice selection actually, so there's definitely a few more cultivators going there. And a roller. Ooh, nice. Nice. Rollers as well. And in other, there we go. We've got a bale wrapper, which should be good. We've got another bale wrapper for, I guess that's square and round. So round bales and probably square rails. Cutters, liners, windrowers, grass mower, pickup truck, very nice, pickup truck, and we've got a spray trailer for combine. A sprayer trailer for combine's header. Yeah, that's a header trailer, isn't it? I don't know why it's called a sprayer. Maybe that's the make of it. That's probably. And we could sell our tractor. So there we go. They're the options of the machines that we have to offer. So there has been a little bit more added to the game. I'm just going to do some random driving now to see if we can see if they've added a realistic weight to these tractors, because that's one of the things they said they were going to do. So should we drive into a tree and see what that. Yeah. What we want to do is get some speed up maybe and try and do a jump on something. Let's do a jump off that cliff and we'll see how it reacts. I know it's not exactly the most scientific test in the world, but I just want to see, you know, what they have done. What they have done. Oh. Well, that's interesting. It wouldn't let us jump off. Oh, what the hell's gone on here? Whoa! We got the tractor display team. Wow. So let's see how this AI is going to get out of this. Are you just going to keep ramming him? Boom! There we go. Whoops. Whoa! Careful. Okay, so the AI isn't the most. Oh my god! Look at that. They're not the most intelligent in the world, but then again, it's not about the AI traffic. They're just there as decoration mainly. So I'm not going to be too worried about that. I'm too critical. It's more about how these now handle. We now know they've introduced the soil conditioning, which will affect our yield of crop greatly. So so that's okay. So let's go and do it. Let's get a field working. Let's do some ploughing. Let's get a field done, and we'll see how it compares with the pre-DLC game. Right, let's come into our one addition which I didn't mention, which I've only just noticed. A very uncomfortable, disabled-looking dog called oh, don't get up. Oh, he's up. Oh, he looks much better when she's standing. He just sits awkwardly. There we go. Look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. This is Gallus' cousin. His American cousin. Can't think of a name. He looks quite a mean dog. He's a proper. Oh God, hang on. He's a proper like scrapyard dog, isn't he? Brilliant. We're going to call him Otto, I think. Do you reckon Otto suits him? Otto? Good boy. Come here, Otto. Good boy. Anyway, so that's Otto. Right, what are we going to do? Ploughing, yes. So let's go and have a look at this. We'll do the smallest field because I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me do all the ploughing. So let's connect this up. This should all be exactly the same. Get to our queue. Excellent. Let's go. Whoa. Hang on. What's going on? Okay, so they've got a camera bug where if you have the plough on, you can't go directly. Oh, there we go. Oh no, you can't go directly behind the tractor, which is a bit silly. God, stop it! So we've got these two fields. Which one do you reckon we'll get done first? The thin one or the fat one? Let's do the thin one. We can nail through that quite quickly, I think. Right, so I'm gonna get a feel for how this handles. Let's get rid of that. Let's go R. You're down. Does it? It still glitches out even when the thing's going right. They appear to have sorted out the random rolling down the hill where things just sort of slid slowly. And what's reasonably quite good, I'm actually having to turn left periodically to counter the plough. So the drag and the friction from the plough is actually making me need to counter steer, which is a nice little touch. Again, I would have liked the option to create fields. Oh god, this camera bug. We'll go inside because it just does not like the plough. I will raise that with them because that is just annoying. Interestingly, if you look at the little console where the actual exhaust stack is, the little console in front of that, it's showing where you have the fill rate and the GPS rate. It's showing as we plough. It's also giving an indication there, which is a little bit odd, but okay, that's fine. I guess it's for people who don't want to have the HUD on, which I can live with. I can live with that. That's not a big issue. I do like the sun's on it now, so you can't really see it, but the actual dash of the tractor is quite nice. All the dials, well, the dial works, and all the digital readouts work as well. You can't see them because the sun's on them, which is again, it's another touch, I guess, which is realistic. But as we turn the corner and the sun goes in the opposite direction, you'll see what I mean. So if I turn now, there you go. You can see the digital readouts, which is good. And it'll tell me what gear, speed, and my revs as well, which is quite nice actually, because then you've got all this detail is all you need to get on, and you don't have to worry about having the ugly HUD. Because, you know, that's not the nicest HUD in the world, is it? It's not the worst, don't get me wrong, it's just I don't want that big speedo in the corner, you know? Or that yeah. No, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Less clutter on the screen, the better. Now, we do appear to have a few risen textures. We had this in the original game, it doesn't look like they've resolved it. Look, you can see that texture's just sort of lifting into nothing. Again, something I was hoping that they would have resolved, but not to be. Never mind. But it'd be interesting to see how how this works now. We've got the a few more mechanics with the ploughing. Let's just actually bring that up, and I want to look at the thing. So I want to see and work out how we adjust the soil class. Now I'm guessing we do that by mucking and fertilizing, and I'm wondering maybe I should have fertilized before I started ploughing. I don't know, because then you plough the muck into the field, don't you? If that makes sense. But we'll just zip along here. I don't know if the American map will appeal to more people. I think it's slightly nicer because you've got more sale points and it's slightly busier. But again, we've just got the boring rectangular fields. We've got no rounded edges, or it feels very yeah, it feels very I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know what to say. It just feels a little bit tempered, and we can't basically put our touch on the world. You know, anything else you can you know, farming sim, agricultural simulator, you can do the fields, you can adjust them, you can steal land. You know, I'm thinking farming sim. You know, you can steal farm land right up to the fields if you up to the rows if you wanted to. You can join fields up. Obviously, you've then got the editor where you can create whatever field and map you like, which is great. Agricultural simulator, you basically you can buy an area and then you plough whatever fields and create whatever field sizes and shapes you want in there. But all these rectangular fields just feel a little bit sterile to me, which is a shame. Because if you just go and, you know, it may sound silly, but if you've got something like a challenge, like, you know, your field's got a weird edge, or you've got a pond in the corner, or there's a tree in the middle, or a telegraph poles going across it, well, it's a bit of a nuisance, and you can't just do straight ploughing edges. It's that kind of thing which makes it feel a little bit more realistic, a little bit more real, and it gives you a little bit more of a challenge, so you can get it right and try and do it as efficiently as possible. You may all be thinking, yeah, talking rubbish, but to me that's what I like. I like, you know, these little challenges that realism brings into it. I'm a bit disappointed with all these popping graphics. You'll see that, you know, things just pop into low distance, and then you've got shadows popping in and out. It's very distracting for me. I don't know if you'd noticed that. Well, you probably will now that I've highlighted it, and you'll see it every time now. Okay, we're coming to the almost done on this field. Well, there's definite weight to the plough and how it's working. I think there was in the original game though, so I don't think that's a vast overhaul. But the tractor seems to drive well. I'm not particularly, the basics are okay. They're fine. They're nothing to shout about, nothing to write home about, but they are fine and they do what they need to do. Yeah, it's alright. It's doesn't sound that exciting, does it? It's alright, but this is only DLC. It's not. Well, I was hoping they were talking about, more things being added in there. Obviously, I can see you can buy bird feed and animal feed and stuff, but I was and you can sell them. But I was hoping for a little bit more than that. Rather than just buying the stuff, I was hoping that we could produce the grain and put it in the bird feed. Maybe we can. We just haven't got to that stage. If we can, then great. But again, doing it via menu rather than having to manually move hay with the front loader or whatever, doesn't have the same ring. If I want to feed the animals, I want to actually have to drag the hay there with my pitchfork or with the front loader, and that's how I want to do it. And again, it would be nice if we could muck the animals out. I know you can't do that in the other games. Oh, well, you can in Farming Sim for the pigs. There is a mod where you can muck the animals out. You can do the other animals as well if you download the various mods. But that would just be something. That is a task. While it's mundane, it would be nice if it was in there. And then if you don't want to do it, you can just pay one of the workers to do it. Fine. Have the option in there though, to allow us to do it if we want to. Oh, I'm not even going to bother using my drive. I might as well just drive straight into the yard here. Okay, so that's the ploughing done. No change really. Different scenery, but it's essentially the same. You're probably saying, well, what are you expecting? Well, no, that was it. That was what I was expecting, to be honest with you. The plough, again, hasn't got dirty, which is a little bit annoying. What's the point of having the option to clean equipment if the plough doesn't get dirty? Ah, well. But I think it's definitely better if you do in-cab driving, because A, there's issues with the cameras, but B, it makes it feel a little bit better in my eyes anyway. Right. Well, I'll probably leave it there, to be honest with you. There's nothing more which you haven't seen before. I'll just get this field cultivated. And we'll go from there. So let's just do a couple of strips to see if it makes any changes to the I've got sunlight on my thing and I can't see what gear I'm in. 4D, right, so I want to go to 4B, I think that's what the gear I like to work in. That's down, let's go. Now this doesn't have the same issues as the plough by the looks of it, so it just seems to be related to that one plough. Yeah, as before, it all works lovely. There's no issues with it per se. I was just hoping for a little bit more, I think. So let's just park it on the. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just park it on the edge and stop. No, there's still a little bit of sliding, but it does come to a halt. Okay, so when they said they had fixed that, to a degree they have, yeah. Okay, fine. But yeah, no, the cultivation textures are quite nice. You know, it's okay. if you're going to buy the game, or you were going to buy the game, then definitely, you know, pay the extra £2 or £3 or €2 or €3 and get the Platinum Edition, which this is now, because at least then it adds, you know, all the new equipment and the second map and yeah, all this new soil mechanics. But we'll see how they go. So we'll go as far as we can on this. This is going to be at the start of the new series, clearly, because I've lost the old save game because it's just overwritten it. Fine. You know, it's kind of frustrating in a way that we can't build on it. You know, the new you know, muck and grass bins, they are in the French map, but I guess it just couldn't work the changes with with any old save games. So yes, so we'll give up on the French map and we'll start on this US map, and we'll keep this one going, I think. But one of the things to note is that on the French map you still only have the one agricultural store, the one machinery store. So yeah, from that point of view, this is far better because we've got you know, various stores closer, and we don't have to drive the other end of the map just to go to one store, which is great. And we can also now one-click on the store and get some stuff there. I think you can anyway. Should we just try that out actually? So if we want to go to the ag store, can we, for example? We've got nothing anyway. So if we'll put some wheat on this. So we'll buy. Yeah, we can. We can just buy it online. Great. That's what I was hoping. Brilliant. So that's, you don't actually have to do the drive to the ag store now, which is nice. Because that was a bit of a pain in the backside. If you're anything like me, you'd have driven your old John Deere tripod tractor there and left it as a point you can just sort of teleport to. Right. Has this made any difference on the soil? No, it's still Class C soil, so that's fine. Tilling and ploughing, they make little difference to the quality of the soil. Obviously we need to put muck on it, which will probably enrich it a little bit more. They haven't really said how to actually work it. I started to do the tutorial in the career mode, but it was so long-winded, and they wanted me to plough all the fields again. I just thought, no, I can't be bothered. I'll figure it out as I go along. I'll watch some other people's videos when they figure it out, and if they've done it before I do, and we'll go from there. Oops, going a bit wiggly. Okay, well this field done. When we come down this final pass, it looks a bit scruffy, but that'll tidy up once it gets reset, and the game will tidy up for us a little bit, which is great. So we've got those greenhouses there, which aren't ours, I don't believe, and I don't think we can grow anything in them. So they're teasing us with these greenhouses, but no doubt that'll be some more paid DLC further down the way. Right, yes, okay, thank you for the warning. Yeah, so we've still got the weird suspension stuff where it does sink into the ground. So, yeah, there's no front weights I have seen yet. So yeah, there are a number of issues they still haven't addressed in this DLC, which is a bit of a frustration. You thought they would have. What's the point having the front connections? Well, I guess you can have those for mowers now, can't you? But I'll have a look through again, but I didn't see any front weights for sale. So there we go, guys. I will leave it there if I can get out of this damn tractor. There we go. You got fully stopped before you get out of the tractor, which is a great safety tip for all. So there we go, guys. This is the American DLC for Professional Farmer. I will continue this series. We'll just keep going, and we'll get the fields going. We'll plant some crops. We'll go to the bank, get some loans. We can buy some combines and some new gear, and we'll see how it goes and see how it works out. See if it does have the content now, which will make it a little bit more appealing to go long term. If not, then we'll probably, after a few episodes of this, when we get to the end, I'm still going to give it a decent run. 10 episodes probably at the minimum, so we can make sure that we cover most areas. And if we feel it's lacking in content after that, then I'll probably bring this game to a close. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Comments and thoughts in the section below. I would appreciate your views. Do you believe this is worth, what was it, £5.70 something, I think it was? It's on 25% sale at the moment. So it's, it is only a few quid, so it's not it's not £10, £15, obviously, or whatever it is in your relative currencies. So yeah, I guess you shouldn't expect too much, but yeah, let me know your thoughts. Either way. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.